So the Lakers have looked terrible to start the season, and there have been many factors that have led to their slow start. There have been key injuries to rotation players such as THT, Ariza, and Nunn who have not played a single regular season game for LA, and of course LeBron is injured and out as well. However, that does not excuse the fact that one player in the Lakers starting lineup does not look like an NBA player at all, and that's DeAndre Jordan, who has looked like a very poor fit and one of the worst players in the NBA this season. But could this situation be fixed for LA? Well, let's go over the questions. Can he be better coming off the bench in a different role, or is he simply just washed at this point of his career? And very quickly before we get into it, if you want to see more interesting NBA content just like this, be sure to drop and subscribe, as I really appreciate our guys' support. So while DeAndre Jordan's raw stats don't look too bad given his limited minutes, as he has been very efficient from the field, one could easily tell from both the eye test and advanced stats that he's just been a huge net negative when on the floor for LA. There's a lot more to the story than just shooting percentages, as when considering the context of his shots, all he does is simply stand and wait around the basket for lobs. And the thing is, that's not necessarily a bad thing in certain situations and teams, but in a lineup with Russell Westbrook, this crushes the Lakers' spacing and clogs the lanes. He should not be in any lineups with Westbrook given both their lack of shooting, and for him to be the most effective on offense, he'll need to be surrounded by 4 shooters. However, the biggest problem with Jordan is actually his defense this season. He does not seem to be focused on D, as we've seen so many times opponents just blow by or finish over him for easy baskets in the paint. He'll maybe stick a hand up, which doesn't do much when protecting the rim, and when he does jump, he just is not as quick or athletic as he once was, so that isn't very effective either. He gets burned on switches too, where his lack of quickness is really put on display against smaller guys who get an easy path to the rim, and he does not close out well at all either. Not to mention, he does not seem to jump for rebounds or box out anymore as well, as he's almost always out of position. Overall, DJ has been a really bad fit in LA this season, and he looks washed compared to his Clipper days. Like I said before, he's just not as quick or athletic as he once was, which is something that his game relied on, and without it, he's been a huge net negative for the Lakers. In my opinion, he should be taken out of the starting lineup immediately, and if he gets bench minutes, he needs to be surrounded by shooters, and the only lineup I could see that working with is in staggered minutes with LeBron running the second unit, or Nunn at point guard and 3 other shooters. Honestly, at this point, I would rather start Jay Huff over Jordan at the 5 if that was the only other option, as Huff can at least space the floor and is an intriguing young player. And for a quick plug in here, I did a full breakdown of Jay Huff's game in my last video, so if you don't know much about him, be sure to check that vid out, as I think he has a lot of potential. But back to the main point, once everyone is healthy for LA, Jordan should not be getting any minutes at all, and he should be a 3rd string emergency option for LA to use if there are any injuries to their frontcourt rotation. So that's a wrap. Thank you guys all for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video and want to see more daily NBA content just like this, be sure to drop and subscribe, and also be sure to turn on post notifications so you can stay updated on when this video will be coming out. Also, be sure to follow me on IG and hit me up if you want to talk about basketball or business. Just drop a comment down below my photo or DM me, and I'll definitely try to get back to most of you guys there. Drop a comment down below. Do you think DeAndre Jordan is washed for the Lakers? Let me know why or why not in the comments below. As I do more comments, I'm definitely interested to see what you guys have to say here as well. So with all that being said, once again, thank you guys all for watching, and hopefully I will see you on our next video. Peace.